get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. Currently, the Eagles have possession as we resume the action in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success is you score touchdowns on those drives. That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
They'll start the drive with Dre, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was brought down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball carrier. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray, a bullet throw, but incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jannard Avery. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Again, it's Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Now Wentz again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Oh boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing again. Murray. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Eagles. They'll take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. This ball complete to Reagor. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
13. Cardinals 7.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up second and
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Cardinals! Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25 yards.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 40.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Wentz now on 1st down. Catch made by Fulgham. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
Jordan Hicks brought him down.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From midfield, here's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Holding, receiving team. Don't do us like that!